welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about 4 Makeup Geek eyeshadows that I own. Since I've purchased the first 4, I've bought 7 more. So today's video is only going to be about those first 4. I will probably do an entire Makeup Geek collection at some point and show you the swatches and the names of the shadows and stuff that I own. But right now I only have the 13, 7, 4, 11, whatever. And I'll show you those 11 shadows another time. And probably by the time we get to that video, I'll probably have more than that. So that one will probably be coming up later sometime. Don't count on it, I don't know. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is talk a little bit about these shadows, show you which ones they are, and give you a swatch. And then we are going to do a makeup tutorial with these shadows. I am wearing the makeup look right now. I had already pre-recorded the makeup tutorial, and now to sit down and film the intro, I reapplied the same makeup, and hopefully you can see it pretty well in the video. So today's video is going to be on the first 4 Makeup Geek shadows that I purchased. I paid $10 for the 4 of these, which is a pretty good discount considering that they are usually $6 individually. Makeup Geek can be expensive depending on your perception or definition of what expensive is. To me, they are affordable, but when I first saw the price, I thought they were expensive. The reason I thought they were expensive was because when you go to a drugstore, you can purchase the single Mabelline eyeshadows for $2 or $3 a piece. I think about $3 a piece. But the more I looked into it, the more I thought about how, you know, drugstore eyeshadows can be as expensive as $6 or $7 depending on if you're buying like a small palette or not. And even though that small palette contains probably a little bit more product than a single eyeshadow pan, you're still spending $6 or $7 and it can't be that much more product. So then I thought about the price of a MAC eyeshadow, and I think those are between $10 and $15 a piece. So when I thought about it from that perspective, I realized that Makeup Geek probably is pretty cheap. So my perception has changed on this particular brand, and I do consider them an affordable brand now. So it just depends on what you consider is affordable or what you think is too expensive, but they are $6 a piece. The pigment is really good and they're very high quality eyeshadows, so you're getting a lot of quality for your money if you want to look at it like that. However, that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to explain the price point to you so that you can know what you're getting into if you do like these shadows, and I just wanted to let you know that I do think they are affordable and worth the money. I don't think they're overpriced at all. If you're interested in a more affordable alternative, Morphe Brushes sells their individual shadows for $2.29 a piece, and I do look forward to purchasing an empty palette of theirs and filling it up as well. And I'm also going to do the same thing with this. I purchased a Z palette for the Makeup Geek shadows, and I do want to fill it up, and I can't wait. Okay, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the consistency of these shadows. I will show you these in just a minute, but looking at these, I have 2 pressed powder shadows and 2 foiled shadows. So the pressed powder shadows are a velvety and silky consistency. All 4 of them swatch very nicely, and all 4 of them have really good pigmentation. They blend easily, they wear easily, or they go on easily, and I've just had a good experience with them all around. I wore these shadows for an entire day, one of the days that I applied them, and I do believe they stayed in place all day long. Actually, I'm pretty sure it did stay in place really well all day long. They didn't move or fade. A lot of the problem that I have is whatever color I put on my lid, with the cheaper eyeshadow I think, whatever color I put on my lid, it usually ends up above my crease line before the end of the day, and I did not notice that with these shadows. If that did happen, it just happened just enough that you couldn't tell that's what had happened. So they do wear nice. And the 2 foiled eyeshadows that I have in here are of like a buttery consistency, and they are very shimmery. That is the purpose of the foiled eyeshadow, is to give like a nice foiled look. So they're very shimmery shadows, and they're very buttery to the texture. They all swatch very well, of course. I wanted to mention the packaging real quick. When they come in the mail, they come in these little bitty cardboard sleeves. And once you take them out, all you have is a single individual eyeshadow pan. And the first thought you might have would be, how are you going to store these? And I suggest getting one of these little Z palettes. You can find these online at their Makeup Geek website. Why am I losing my voice? This has a magnetic seal, so that's how it stays closed. It also has a magnetic backing, so that when you pop one of these eyeshadows in, they stick pretty well. The backing on these eyeshadows are also magnetic, and they're not too strong of a magnet that you really have to like force the eyeshadow out, but they are strong enough to just hold it lightly inside the palette, and they don't fall out. Like, it's pretty magnetized enough that it's gonna stay in there. These palettes are about $20, so if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, check Morphe Brush's website, because I'm gonna purchase one of those as well, and I just priced it at $17.99, and it holds about 40 eyeshadows compared to this one, which holds 28, and this is a $20 palette, I believe, $19.99. So check out that as well if you're interested in a cheaper alternative. However, I just wanted the brands to match. That's why I put them in just an empty, like, Z palette is its own brand, so I just put them in a regular palette so that I would be able to distinguish my Morphe shadows from my Makeup Geek shadows, because otherwise they're all gonna look just like a single pan of eyeshadow, and you'd have to pick it up and look and read. Not that it matters, just for me. That's what I wanted to do. So you can also check Amazon and shop around. There are probably other companies that sell magnetic palettes if you're interested in one of those. And you can also check Amazon to see if they have anything like priced a little bit cheaper of the same brand. Or if you choose not to purchase a palette, you can just store these in a nice safe place so they don't break or anything. Okay, so I think that's all that I have to say about these shadows. Let's get into these swatches. Okay, so first I want to show you these up close so that you can get a good look at them, and I will explain what these are that you're looking at. This is the first shadow. This is a white, shimmery, well, it's more of a sheen, pressed powder eyeshadow. This here is a duochrome. I'm not sure if you can tell in the palette, but it is a duochrome shadow, and it's one of their pressed powders. This is one of the two foiled eyeshadows that I have. As you can probably guess, this is the second one. This has a nice shimmer to it, and it comes off as more of a pale pink color, although it looks a little bit lavender in the pan. This one is a blue color, and it is foiled, and it also has the exact same shimmer as the first one that I showed you. And I forgot to go over the names with you. This is Ice Queen. This one is Phantom. This one is Whimsical. And this here is Pegasus. Okay, this is zoomed in, so you can see my big face behind my hand. But this is the four shadows. This first one is the white shadow. This one here is the duochrome, and these two are the foiled shadows. This is the lighter pinker, pale pink. As you can see now, it looks like a much softer color, almost like a silver pink than it does a lavender, which is what it comes off as in the pan. And then this is the blue shade in Pegasus. And you can kind of see all these colors now. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but I'm trying to show you this white one right here and see if you can see any bit of a sheen to it. It's not 100% matte, but it does seem close to matte, but it does have a little bit of a sheen to it as well. And then if you can see that duochrome effect on that second one behind the white, on that purple behind the white. And then we move down to the foiled. So that completes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching my videos and you do enjoy them, please subscribe. And I will see you back here in my next video. Bye.